My name is Abby McMurray, and I'm the Student Council President this year. On behalf of the class of 2012, thank you to our parents, grandparents, administrators, teachers, and mentors. Your love and encouragement has brought us to this exciting day of celebration. To my classmates, I ask, how can we lead a significant life? Think about the characteristics of the people we love. Their patience, selflessness, kindness, and commitment probably come to mind. Unfortunately, our culture too often identifies people with wealth and fame as the ones who are leading significant and meaningful lives. Wealth and fame may enable a person to positively impact the lives of people, but if abused, it may become the cornerstone of greed and neglect. Rarely does a person look back on his or her life and regret spending time with their family or serving other people. Being able to pocket a few extra $100 at the end of the month, driving the nicest cars, or wearing the nicest clothes isn't the thing that people are admired and remembered for. As today marks a milestone on our way to adulthood, I want to encourage the class of 2012 to set the foundations of a truly significant life that seeks to love, serve, and impact those around us. What do we think about when we think of love and service? Is it helping someone in need on the side of the road? Is it talking to that person that everyone makes fun of? Or is it cutting grass for your neighbor whose husband is serving in the military? I think of those things, but I also think of the life of Ruth. In the Bible, Ruth faced the loss of her husband, leaving her alone with her sister-in-law and her mother-in-law. Her mother-in-law urged the girls to go back and stay with their families, but Ruth refused, saying, "Where you go, I will go, and where you stay, I will stay." Let me remind you, this is her mother-in-law, not her mother. Ruth honored her marriage covenant by loving her mother-in-law and collected food so that they could survive, yet she expected absolutely nothing in return. Love and service can be combined into a single word: sacrifice. People in our community, in our country, and around the world are longing for love and are in desperate need of things that we can so easily sacrifice: our kind words, a smile, our time, or our commitment. These acts show that we genuinely care. Our opportunities to love and serve others will only continue to grow as we come in contact with thousands of new people outside the walls of Hewitt Trussville High School. We can choose to ignore those opportunities and seek our own personal pleasure, or we can take advantage of those opportunities and pursue what will truly make us happy and our lives significant on a much grander scale. One memory that my family has of my great-grandfather is the number of keys that he used to carry on his keyring. It was so full of keys that it jingled everywhere he walked. Those keys represented the possessions that he had taken care of throughout his life. However, by the time he passed away in 2010, he only had one key left on the keyring that had been full so many years before. It was the key to his assisted living apartment. There he would sit and reflect on the past 89 years of his life. And his thoughts, as he so often shared, were about his service to the church, to his family, and to his friends, rather than the possessions that had been bought, used, and then sold away. Love and service are the only investments that will never fail us. Hosea 8:9 says that we sow the wind and reap the whirlwind. Think back to those people that we admire: parents, teachers, family members, and friends. The significance of their lives has been instilled in us, just as the significance that we should seek to establish in our lives will be instilled in those around us. In the late comedian Gilda Radner's autobiography, It's Always Something, she tells the story of a dog that belonged to her nurse's family when she was a child. The dog was just a few weeks away from delivering puppies when her hind legs were cut off by a lawnmower in their front yard. The veterinarian told them that they could either sew her up and let her deliver the puppies, or they could put her to sleep. But because the family loved the dog, they chose not to have the dog put to sleep. Despite the injury, the dog was able to reteach herself to walk on her 2 remaining legs. She later delivered 6 perfectly healthy puppies, nursed them, and weaned them. And when the puppies learned to walk, they walked just like her. Class of 2012, let us walk in a way that we are proud to claim, and most importantly, that has significance worth passing on to others. My prayer is that we will love and serve those around us while exuding a significance that is contagious. Thank you for the memories that we've shared, and may God bless you all.